Hello there and welcome to the Beginner's Fisherman episode 1, where I'm answering your guys and girls wonderful questions on starting fishing. So here we go with question 1. Here we go.
First question comes from Harry. How long have you been fishing for?
Wow, Harry, great question to start with. Well, I've been fishing on and off since the age of 10, but finally this year, since lockdown, I've been able to take it up more regularly. So thank you ever so much for that question. Question 2.
This comes from Paul. Do you have to have a fishing licence if fishing on a private lake?
Yes, you do. Yep, as well as a public lake as well. By the Environment Agency, by law, has the rod licence, which is a maximum up to 2 rods. And also, fishing a private lake, you have to have the owner's permission to fish the lake as well. Hopefully that answers your question, Paul. Question 3.
This comes from Jane. How do you catch carp?
Well, fantastic question there, Jane. Well, how do I catch carp? Well, personally, I ledger on the bottom of the lake with a barbless, size 12 to 10 hook to nylon with a hair rig. And my bait of choice is usually port luncheon meat, but there's more than port luncheon meat to catch carp on. So they include casters, maggots, pop-up boilies and pellets. So hopefully that helps you there, Jane. So thank you for that question.
Next question comes from Lynn. What is your dream fish?
Wow, Lynn, that's a great question. Well, my dream fish would have to be one of the UK specimen carps over £40. It's one of my dream fish I would like to catch, so hopefully that helps there. Next question.
Next one comes from Sarah. What is the biggest fish you have caught?
Well, Sarah, that is a fantastic question. Well, the biggest fish I've caught is a 15.5 pound common carp, where I caught that at Rolfs Lake up in Oxford. But obviously the aim now is to go to bigger and better. So hopefully that helps with that question. Thank you.
Next question comes from Connor. What setup is best for pond fishing?
Well, that's a great question, Connor. Now, for you guys starting out, you want a nice, small, light setup for pond fishing. I'd say for rod size, you want to use between 6 to 10 foot, using a small float, shotted up small, as you know, the pool's only going to be about between 4 to 6 foot deep. So hopefully that's the setup I would choose. So hopefully you go and try it, Connor. So hopefully that question's good for you. Thank you. Next question.
John and Kaz. How long can a fish stay out of water for?
Wow, that is a good question. Well, depending on the species, it can last from anywhere for a couple of minutes to the maximum of 4 hours. And also there's the ancient species called the lungfisher, which doesn't need water at all and can survive without water. So hopefully it answers your question there, John and Kaz. Any more questions?
Not in this session.
No, well, that's it then for episode 1 and part 1. So part 2 will be here coming up shortly. So stay tuned for that with more questions. So for now, that is the Beginner Fisherman signing out. Thank you.